Welcome to Season 4 of Gaming with Scott presents Marvel Superheroes, a Southgate Media podcast. Join us each week as our newest heroes follow a path of discovery and attempt to forge a team to save the city and perhaps themselves from the dangers of the world before the Arkanoids arrived. Starring John Garlick, Jay Payne, Jade Duguay, Josh Jackson, Rico Suarez, and me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the judge. Epic teamwork and struggles await you just beyond this music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gaming with Scott. I am here with Joshua Jackson.
What up?
I am here with John Garlick.
Don't push me.
I am here with Jade Duguay.
I'm going to give you a sob story.
And I'm here with Jay Payne.
I'm not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. That's what you call me.
Jesus. Wow, you're all over the Big Lebowski here.
I like it.
I like it. It's not a bad
I
thing.
had a roommate right out of high school, and she went to Heron, and one of their projects was they had to make a lamp.
rug.
No, they had to make a lamp
Uh-huh.
out of found objects.
Okay.
So she ended up making this lamp out of a bowling pin. The lampshade was a coffee can.
Nice.
And it originally, the intention was to get those like starbursts that are on the outside of the bowling alley, but it ended up looking like bullet holes.
Nice.
And then there was these like grass type things that were supposed to be like the tumbleweeds. So ended up in our living room. It was like on one side of our terrible yellow couch was this lamp, and on the other side was a giant like life-size gorilla stuffed animal named Aristotle. His name wasn't
Nice.
Aristotle, but we did have like
there you go.
a full size in like a director's chair on the other side of this terrible, ugly yellow couch. That was the living room of a couple of 19-year-olds. And the TV was no bigger than a lunchbox.
Yeah, you got to have, that's life goals.
Yeah. But that lamp was pretty
held the room
phenomenal.
together.
That was
It did.
brought the whole room together. That's what I was going to say. That was a pivotal
This guy.
piece of
I mean,
He peed
and it
on
lit up. I mean,
Furniture.
she made it. She put it together.
actual light.
And it lit up
With
That's
a
phenomenal.
light bulb.
with a light
All right,
bulb.
speaking of lit up, the rose bush burns in the background
Dun-dun-dun.
as we are in the Caribbean afternoon sun, which can get rather bright and rather warm, rather hot. Sunscreen. If you're ever going down to St. Kitts and you're going to spend some time down there, you're going to want to take sunscreen with you.
Gotcha.
Don't forget to put it on.
I don't need sunscreen, but don't put on tan accelerant.
No, I'm
You'll
not
turn
dumb.
orange.
I learned that
I'm literally a white Russian.
in
That
the
would not
Cayman
work well.
Islands.
Orange.
I'm not a white Russian, but
Did you burn?
I burnt.
There you go.
Even worse, my sister is a redhead
oh.
who did the same thing.
Oh, so she burnt like bacon.
She was like a radioactive lobster.
Radioactive.
I was fine the next day. I overcame it. She was down for like 3 days of her trip, but I had to sleep sitting like Indian style with a pillow in my lap, leaning forward, because my back was so burnt.
That's
terrible.
Yeah, so don't use tan accelerant.
Okay. I mean, I don't.
What is tan accelerant? Like cooking oil? Lard?
It's supposed to like make you tan
Lard?
faster.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know, you just got to
I'm not
slather
trying
yourself
to
with
sell-
it.
I don't know. It was
cook
like it was like a gel
Yes,
with like
yes, actually.
reflective bits in it. I don't know. I was like
Really?
17. I don't know.
Yeah.
17.
16.
Again,
I was gonna say
life
18, but I
lessons.
wasn't 18.
Yeah,
yet.
you didn't come out.
Alrighty. So, you're standing on the beach in the Caribbean. Where you guys going? What you doing?
Not wearing tan accelerant.
All right, after the destruction of the rose bush, I will put out the fire by getting my little shovel.
By looking at it with anger and
Yeah.
hatred,
Yeah.
spite.
We should,
and just put the sand back on.
and we shouldn't stay here long because that is a Hydra base. Just saying.
It's abandoned.
It's abandoned.
Oh, I thought there were actual
No.
Hydra there.
But
No.
also, can we go back to the mermaid idea?
Hail hydrate.
Yeah.
Remember, drink
Can
your water,
you-
boys and girls.
Yes. Can
Hail
you
Hydra.
communicate with mermaids at all?
Sure.
Can you call them?
On their cell phone. No, I mean,
Do you have a way?
no, I mean,
feel like
can't meditate enough to attract a mermaid. I can go swim around.
well, that face.
Oh, I can go try to go do some sonar thing in the water and see if there's any around. But
I think you should try real quick. Just for
I
a
have
few
some,
minutes.
all right, well, don't look at me. I can't perform if you look at me.
I have some smuggler
I'll close
contacts
my
that
eyes.
that are active in this part of the world. I might be able to call.
Yeah, and why do you want to talk to mermaids?
Because she clearly went into the ocean, and
They're-
that's eyes underwater.
There might just be people around here.
No, mermaids be better.
All
But
right, well, let's-
we checked this island. There's nobody here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's walk down to the beach
Okay.
Okay.
and see, along the trail of
Tears.
leaves and
I
you
still.
had to
Oh.
take it there.
Jeez.
Leaves and petals, and
Are we not
Yeah.
concerned
Trail.
about our bunny friend? Where did he go?
he will be fine.
He's fine. He's like
He obviously
he's like
can take
Rambo.
care of himself. He didn't go through the portal, and yet he was standing in Vegas.
He's a
Yeah,
sushi chef.
He
He's
totally went through the
He-
portal. He ran through there.
I didn't see him go through the portal.
Well, you don't have to see everything for it to happen. I mean, I didn't see you go sneaking off through portals, but you went.
Well, yeah, because I can tell you I went.
I'm gonna start walking into the water because I don't know what they're
Okay.
what's happening.
Tromp, tromp, tromp.
All
Down to the water.
right, so we're going to the beach.
Okay, you guys tromp across the beach.
I'll sit in the sand.
Okay. You sit down in the sand. Bunny's laying kind of right over there on the sand.
Is it stretched out like it's sunbathing?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
It's got its little white, fluffy bunny tummy. It's a brown furred bunny, but it's got its little white, furry
Yeah,
bunny
yeah.
tummy. It's all stretched out like, oh, it's so good.
I feel like he went surfing.
Huh?
I feel like the rabbit went surfing.
I'm gonna go
Is
down.
the
to
rabbit wet?
No.
Okay.
Well, the sun is hot.
Yeah, but still.
He dried out by now.
I'm gonna go down to the
Moist.
water. I'm gonna put my hand in the water. Water control. I want to see if I can do like a form of sonar to see what's around.
That's a power stunt, sir.
Yeah, it is a power stunt, sir.
Cool.
All right, give me a roll.
Costs 100 karma, and you need a red feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
All right, I'll spend it.
Alrighty.
I'll spend karma for that.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. So there's 110
Plus,
plus.
93.
Ooh.
Plus
Ooh, you're going to be
zero.
real close. Well, wait a minute. What shift is the? What's the power rank of the power?
I'm at 40. Incredible.
So
93
40
is a red.
Is a red.
Oh,
So you spend 110 karma.
Yep.
Very nice.
93.
Oh, and by the way, mark that down as a power stunt. One
Does it?
use. If you do this 10 times,
It becomes permanent.
it becomes a permanent power you can do.
Do you have to spend 1,000 karma to? That blows.
The second time through the fifth time, I think it's yellow.
Can I borrow
and
your
then
pencil? Thank you.
the 6th through 10th time, it's a green feet. So it gets easier to do each time, too.
Yeah, okay.
I think the sonar thing isn't too bad.
No, it's a pretty cool idea.
I get one a day.
Basically, you just make, like, water vibrations,
Yeah.
Yeah.
power waves or something, yeah.
Little bit.
All right. About 200 yards offshore, the water gets to be about armpit deep.
Okay.
Shortly after that, it drops deeper. And there's
Shelf.
Yep. And there's some fish out there. There's some shells.
Shell phones.
Yep.
So nothing.
No shell phones, but
Some hydra, submersibles.
Just nothing out of the ordinary, really.
no, nothing that hits you as craziness.
Okay. So yeah, guys, I'm really not seeing anything. I can go out a couple hundred yards and it's just fish out there. So not really seeing much.
All right. Well, let's see if the trail goes cold. If she walked along the bottom or floated along the top or what?
How could we possibly know that?
Yeah.
Well, it's clear. It's pretty damn clear.
Yeah, there's sort of a trail of vines and where stuff was like. Imagine the giant rose bush that was on your roof was just sort of dragged across the.
No, I
when
get
you
that.
get to the beach, it's way more obvious where she went into the water. You're like, oh yeah, that right there.
No, I
Right,
get
but
that.
we wouldn't know
But
if
we
she
wouldn't know if
floated
she
or
floated
walked on the
away.
bottom.
Well, if there's
Swam or-
Anybody have tracking?
Well, you go down into the. I mean, you can see. You pick up the trail basically. You're going to march out, and you can basically look down and. Okay, you march out to where it's basically armpit high, and she was walking that way, and then it looks as though the trail stops when the ledge happens, so she didn't just walk across the bottom. She either swam or floated or...
Oh, okay.
I mean, once she hits the water, how are we going to see anything? Water would
because
constantly
it's-
move, and
Well, it's because it's very still.
Well, the
Crystal
waves
clear.
are not really. The waves are like in the top 2-3 inches. There's nothing higher than a 3-inch wave, and the rest it just sort of.
It's wavy,
Yeah, it moves, but
wavy sand.
But it basically does no more movement than this.
He's making wavy.
I'm
motions
kind of.
for the kids at home.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
We'll accept that BS
hey,
explanation.
you can see there's there you can see there's like sea cucumbers
Well,
walking
then,
along the bottom.
Well, then either there's not enough wave to really, mask and obscure where she wanted it to be, or it was recent enough that and deep enough that as whatever plant-like animal was trudging along here, oh look, left enough tracks that maybe it was not that far off.
Gouged into the sand.
So if we can't track anything really from here, I mean, we're here. Do we want to go look at the abandoned Hydra base just for
We've already done that
when?
when we first found this island.
We actually went through the Hydra
well,
base?
these guys did. We didn't.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
were doing other things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
we find
We
anything?
did?
No.
I was going to
it's
say,
abandoned.
I didn't. I don't know you guys.
Yeah, you
I
guys
didn't
were off doing
actually-
something else.
And actually, I think we dropped off some stores of dried goods and some water in the base. So whoever we dumped here, if they were hungry or thirsty, they might be able to find some way to survive.
Oh, that's right.
Or we could use it as an escape plan.
We're humanitarians. I like it.
You going back into the base?
Is there anything worth...
There wasn't. It was abandoned. I mean, there was nothing here.
Okay.
Should we go see if maybe any food or water has been disrupted?
We can.
Disrupted.
I mean,
We
the
could,
only person I think we've dumped here is her.
I think we should just go look real quick, because this could be a diversion. She could be in there. You never know.
That's true.
It's true.
Let's go
All
look.
right, let's poke around.
I'll
Okay.
stand up out of the sand and follow Leviathan.
Alrighty.
Right behind you.
Yep.
I like it.
All right, you guys.
Very dangerous. You go first.
Yay.
You guys go in.
Mm-hmm.
You look around. Doesn't seem to be much of an issue there. Doesn't seem to be. There's nobody home. You go down to where the food stores are. The waters have been opened and either drank or emptied. There's water on the floor.
Makes sense. She probably doused herself.
The food stores have been rummaged through. Anything that was high sugar, like pure sugar packets, etc.
It was
It was the
bunny.
bunny.
Those were all. Those are all torn open, and they've been rifled through. Meat, dried meats, etc., were left alone. But anything sugary, sweet, any of that has been torn into and opened.
Is the bunny nearby?
You look, and you see the bunny is you right as you like. Is the bunny nearby? You hear, and the bunny has a granola bar that it's spitting out, and it kind of drops on the ground and it goes. When he looks at you guys,
Did you do this? And I'll point to the
the
water
bunny
in
shakes
the
his
thing.
head. Mm-mm.
Well, where'd you get the granola bar from?
And it kind of, I mean,
So you
So the
did some of this.
no.
Just one. He just picked up one thing.
Okay.
Like the granola bar has like one bite out of it. Like
Yeah.
he just opened it.
well, it could be that she needed to charge up. There's energy in food. Gives you this energy. You can just live on it.
Yeah. It's amazing.
What?
Wait a minute. What is the secret to the universe?
Insanity. Okay. So we're concluding she did this?
Probably.
Could be.
Okay.
You said there's still some water on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's within the last few hours, which is when we dumped her.
So should we head back?
Probably.
Okay.
Can we see generally what island she was moving towards?
No.
Mainland, maybe.
Oh my God, was she heading towards Peachtree Island?
She could have been heading towards mainland or to Peachtree, leaving from that side of the island. They're both on that side.
Forget about Peace Trail. There's nothing there.
There's that
Except an
Altar?
altar for a sacrifice to a demon lord.
Or it's
Okay,
probably,
so she can sacrifice herself. Who cares?
it's probably something that's owned by some
Disneyland.
wizard or something. Like an actual wizard, not like
I want
me.
to go Disneyland.
All right.
Do you have a portal to Disneyland?
All right.
no. If I
But
was gonna
how about
make a
Dis-
portal? I'd go to Disney World.
How about
Come
Disney
on.
World? I was just going to say, how about Disney World?
Hell.
You know, the real Disney.
Why don't you go to
Disneyland
Disneyland?
has the Matterhorn, okay?
I don't care.
Oh, it does.
Not
They should
worth
probably
it.
move that.
They should. If they move that, I'd be totally Disney what?
Yeah,
cares?
but Disney World has
Everything
Expedition
else.
Everest.
And it also
Which
has
is fantastic.
Sleeping
My
Beauty's castle.
favorite ride.
Not
It's
nearly as
a
big,
really
but
good
you
ride.
know, sometimes
All right.
All
size
right.
doesn't feel like that much.
Let's go back then. What do you think?
Yeah. So I'll make a portal back to home.
Okay. Give me a roll for activation.
Are we just going straight home, or are you going to do portal jumping?
80.
Are you headed straight home?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bunny walks through the portal.
I'm going to go through the portal.
The rest of you come on through.
Free the bunny. No.
He's at your house.
Yeah, he's like waiting for you at home.
The rabbit's like, okay, well,
Whatever.
Yeah.
this is my house now.
All right. Rabbit goes over, hops back up on the couch.
Yep. Well.
I went through the portal. Everybody went through?
Yeah, everybody goes through
we're
the portal.
gonna
Portal
return-
closes.
Okay.
We
Portal
return
closed.
to
There was
Galvanic's
silence.
house in Indy. Yeah.
Yay, we're at the
Yay,
base.
we're back. Okay, so.
Okay, well, so we know she's off the island.
Yep. And we destroyed the rose bush.
Well, I
Obliterated.
think it was a good move. Someone
No,
said
no,
it
I
could be
agree.
like a
I don't
Backup.
I don't disagree.
A seeding.
respawn point.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
It was therapeutic.
I'm glad. Do you feel better?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, apart from my nose, you know, which is kind of stretched. That's kind of it's kind of weird.
I mean, I'd be more uncomfortable with the fact that it was going down your throat.
Well, my throat is pretty durable. It's made of the same.
He has no
The same
gag. He
stuff
has
as
no
everything.
gag reflex. It's cool.
It had some thorns, but you know, the nose is sensitive. It's got hair.
Get out of there.
Oh, hey, look at my wrist. Hey, I think it's about lunchtime.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
All right,
That's what you're doing for lunch.
Of course, we just had some
Yes.
delicious
salmon
food.
sushi like an hour ago. And pizza.
And pizza.
And pizza.
Well, it was like brunch.
No, the rabbit had the pizza.
No, he didn't order just one pizza.
Ordered 6.
So,
Alrighty.
all right. So, I am going to send a text to my criminal contact, Jonesy, saying, you know, hey, I've got a thing that I need to turn into cash.
Oh, okay.
And you know,
Am I
arrange-
coming to you or are you coming to me?
I'll come to you.
Okay.
I'll and you know arrange to meet him later tonight.
Okay.
There's one other thing we need to do.
What's that?
Well, we still don't know really what happened to Sidereal. Next time we run into Celine, we need to get some answers.
Well, I mean,
Because we don't have any way to track him or find him.
she collapsed his doorway thing,
Right.
and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
Did he like explode into the?
Well, have you ever seen sort of it's kind of hard to explain, kind of like a motion blur of when something kind of glitches out on a computer and
Yeah.
you've got a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
images. It was kind of like that,
Oh.
except it sort of exploded at the end.
He
and
did.
It was his body. I don't know.
Well, plus we need to figure it out because if she can do that to him, she might be able to do that to me.
Well, I mean, be careful with your portals. I mean, she was, you know, of course, the difference is that his portals go through something different than yours. Yours is something scientific, I can tell, but
His was demonic.
his is, you know,
His was
The hidden-
dimensions and stuff.
the hidden gift. And so, I mean, she might have more power over that.
That's true.
Okay, so
All right. Well, I've got I've got a business meeting for later today.
Business.
Move some of these diamonds.
I have another suggestion for you.
What's that?
When I zapped Celine, it did nothing to her. Could you, with the GM's permission, could you make some sort of capacitor that I can charge up over the course of hours or days?
And like let off a big zap?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be that different from the ones I put in your gauntlets, but bigger. I think I could maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I should have did the punch zap thing.
But
There you go.
the thing is that I don't know if I don't know if it's necessarily like just didn't get through her strength, or if it like she absorbs the power.
Yeah.
What if we created some sort of like vessel to put her into that would deprive her of her necessities?
Well, but starving something usually takes a while.
Not if it pressurizes and sucks the oxygen out.
You.
You talking about like making a human-sized pressure cooker?
Yeah.
Okay, the way you said yeah, it's kind of scary.
Very much so.
I want her gone.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Me
not going
too.
to pressure cook somebody.
Well, what do the means matter if she's gone?
All right, Machiavelli.
Well, I mean, there's
In
something to be
spiritual-
said for that.
In spiritual warfare, the ends become the means.
Is this a thing
Right,
we're
that's what you
concerned
said.
with? I mean, she's gonna.
That was
We're
from-
going to off her anyways. Why not make it?
There's
Yeah.
a difference between offing her in a combat and trapping her and crushing her to
We were
death.
not gonna be able to take her and
time.
She imprisoned me for a long time. I'm okay with any of that.
See?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But
let's pressure cook her.
or plant killer out the wazoo, whatever.
Yeah. You just throw in the poison, throw her in, lock it up, pressurize.
Now, keep in mind, we did have the opportunity at the art museum to take out her court. We know how to do that with enough of that of those iron filings. We could take out her people, and that was supposed to do the same
I'm
thing.
pretty sure we'd be terrorists then.
I'm talking one person.
There, you heard what Mr. W with the abs said. He, if you take her out, her court will wither and fade. They'll go away eventually anyway,
So just
unless
say-
there's unless we can find another way, another workaround.
I think we should just take her. I'm not saying they're innocent, but I wouldn't want to kill like 30, 40, 50, 100 more people. Plus all the other armies that are around in the Pharaoh
Yeah,
might take offense to that.
Yeah, they might look down upon us for that.
Plus, we don't know how many of them serve her out of fear as
Right.
opposed to
Right.
actual loyalty.
Well,
I mean, I guess as long as they continue to serve her even after death, they might wither and fade. But if they swore allegiance to somebody else, maybe that would
maybe
help their life force remain.
No idea.
it's possible.
But the question is, what do we want to do now? Do we want to prep to go after her? Do we want to go to some of these other Fey armies? Or do we want to deal with the vampire stuff?
Well,
Shotgun has a meeting
Why, you got a date? What's
with his
going on?
contact.
no, I'm going to be turning some of these diamonds into cash.
What do you think about contacting the worm army?
Yeah, we can do that.
They
Turning more of them to our
All
side
right.
can't hurt.
I've done a little bit of mercenary army work in my past, and the one thing that is worth knowing is that in general it is more professional for the client to have the cash on hand, the payment, ready to go. Otherwise, they think you've decided they don't deserve payment. So it might be worth coming up with something that we can offer them before we go there hat in hand. Just saying.
Okay,
That's my
You mean
opinion.
crown in hand?
yeah. So what does that
Well,
mean?
you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yes, Your Highness.
Okay. All right. So where does that leave us? We can't just sit here on our hands.
All right. Well, we'll have to.
Go to your business meeting.
Well, I'll, be able to move some stuff around, get some.
Should we
some
maybe,
supplies.
in the meantime, call the manager and see
See what?
See if we can get the
what
items.
he would
that-
potentially work out with us in the absence of Sidereal as far as retrieving our items if need be?
We don't need to retrieve them right now anyway.
I just want to point out, if you guys have cold feet about killing all of those people that are under Celine, then you are going to have, from what I got from what the manager was talking about, you're going to be getting something really, at least that hard. He does not seem like a guy who messes around or goes half measure.
What?
I mean, the dude's.
What do you mean?
The dude. He was ready to burn the entire. Cause a great deal of destruction and suffering from what he hinted at last time we talked to him yesterday.
I'm just saying, we don't really need the manager and all the stuff he has in his possession. I don't really think we need, do we?
As long as it's secure.
I'm not saying we need it. I'm just saying, while we have downtime, see what we may need to be able to access it at a later time.
Okay. I don't.
If that's a concern.
I mean,
I don't-
at this point, he's the only person who has access to all of it
Yeah, but he's held by a contract, the letter of the law. So.
by somebody who we don't know what happened to. He, being a demon, might know.
What happened to him?
To Sidereal?
Yeah, maybe he went to some sort of weird demon dimension or something.
Yeah.
Possible.
Maybe he can give us some answers on.
Yeah, I just really don't care. But I mean, whatever. I mean, if you have,
Well, do you have any suggestions on what we do while he has his meeting?
yes, I already gave
What?
him.
What?
One is going to one of these armies. 2 is
Well,
prepping for Celine and going after her. Or 3 is dealing with the vampires.
we're not going to prep. We're not going to go after her without shotgun. He said hold off on talking to the armies until he's...
No, I'm
And
just saying. I can give you half
I got
of
3
these
options. Pick
I can
one.
give you
Or
half of
come
these
up with a better
diamonds
one.
if you want something to offer. It's just they might just start taking pieces off of you.
Well,
I'm a
going
little concerned.
going after the vampires, I feel it's not something we can do kind of quickly.
Right.
So I think starting that at this point would be
No, I totally
a
agree.
little much.
That's why I figured little tasks in the meantime.
They have no desire to go to the bank. That's
No, he'll come to us.
If you want to call him, then go call him.
The more you call him, the more he's going to squeeze out of you. You got to watch out for that guy. I'm just saying.
But you are the queen.
I would like to know that we can work out a deal.
Then you go call him. It's just like that stuff's still there. It'll be there. It's all good.
What if we need it in a pinch and we have no idea? And he's like, I need these 7 items. And
Then we'll deal with it when that pops up.
but what if we need the things quickly?
Then we'll call him quickly. If you want to know, then go find out.
Yeah, I'm sure
okay.
I'm sure you could find out the
Call him, Looney.
the exact letter of the contract and agreement he had.
That's all I want to know is what I'm not trying to get the items currently. I just want to know what it will take if
Necessary.
If necessary.
Then go find out.
Call him.
I'm gonna. I have a business card too, right? You gave everybody one. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull out that business card. I'm gonna call for the manager.
Go ahead.
Manager, we'd like to speak with you.
Bing bong.
Gee, I wonder who that could be. I'll go open up the door.
It's the manager.
Oh, good afternoon, or whatever time it is. Come on in.
Afternoon.
Thank you. And he steps in. What can I help you with? Milady.
We have a bit of a situation.
Yeah, I would think.
We seem to have lost Sidereal.
That was the situation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any clues as any grumbling,
clues?
any mumblings amongst the supernatural of what might have happened?
He's at the mouth.
The mouth?
Yeah.
What's the mouth?
The gateway to the demon lands.
What is is that a good thing? Is it
That
bad?
sounds nice. I'm sure it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hope he has sunscreen.
So, more to the point, we just want to check on the status of his lockbox. As his liege lord, is she his next of kin?
Next of kin. He's actually, I think he's actually seeing his mother and father.
Oh.
Well, at least his father.
So he's alive.
I would imagine.
Okay.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
How nice.
He got in a fight with something ugly
Yeah.
that smeared him all over this dimension and half of another one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yikes.
Oh, you saw? Where did you see that?
In a dream when I was
The Rose Queen.
the Rose Queen got me with in the nose holes. It was bad.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains a bunch. Okay,
So
Wonderful.
So, what happens if we need items from?
had he sworn fealty to you?
Yes.
Okay, then as his queen, you can exercise his. It's kind of like
Prima nocta.
well, no. I
Nice.
I guess you could, but you probably wouldn't want to.
It was a practice where the local lord of the land could sleep with various people.
Yeah,
All right.
on their wedding night.
Specifically,
they would
it
get to
was
go
when
first.
the lord of the land would get to bang a new bride before her husband got to.
Yeah,
I don't really feel
That
like
was
banging
kinda
brides. So.
gross.
yeah, exactly.
They'll breed them out. Yeah.
Yes. that was
So
the point.
the it's almost like power of attorney.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I have. Okay, that's all I needed to know then.
And you can always claim his possessions as your own. That's an option too.
Yeah, that's tax.
That's fair, considering one of the possessions is mine.
Which one is that?
The gemstone.
Like hell it is. No, it's not.
I acquired that fair and square.
Hell no, you didn't. I'll fight you to the death over it.
As I recall, I stole that.
I lived in it for hundreds of years. Not yours.
But we'll.
No.
I said I acquired it fair and square. You handed it to me.
That's true. I did give
I
it to
acquired it. It's not yours.
No,
you
no,
acquired
it is mine.
No.
It was handed to me.
Possession 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, and as it stands, I currently can take possession of everything in the lockbox.
And I will fight you to the death to get that
Yes,
thing.
let's
to
not
destroy it.
replace one evil queen with another. Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying.
I'm not trying to put him back in there, but it is mine.
It is not.
It is because
We will
I
fight to the
need it.
death over
I
it.
apologize,
all right.
manager.
I can't
we are
die.
having a moment.
Huh?
That's
I
enough.
can't
This is
die.
perfectly
I'll
fine.
try.
That's enough with the circular argument. We've already agreed. The gem is hers until we break the curse. Then the gem is yours to destroy. We already
I
agreed
do
on that.
not agree to that.
We agreed to that.
No,
Like
We
I
did
never
agree to
agreed
that.
to
That
that.
was agreed to.
No, it wasn't. The gem is not hers. She might have it possessed at certain points, but no, that was never agreed to. You made that up in your pretty little head.
It is pretty.
Go back and listen
So,
to podcast 2. Thank you.
All
very
right. Well,
much.
thank you, thank you, manager, for answering our question about our about the account.
No worries.
Good talk.
Good talk.
All right. Well, that's all we needed currently.
Okay. If you need anything else, let me know. You know where to get a hold of me. And he turns to go, and he stops nearly dead in his tracks, just like mid-foot lifted, like,
It's the rabbit.
and he's eyeballing the rabbit on the couch.
Carl.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Where did you get the new pet?
Friend. He's a friend. He's not a pet.
He's a
He's an accomplished sushi chef, actually.
He's a vassal of our newly anointed ally.
And he looks back at Lumen. Really?
Indeed.
And what did you have to give up for that?
Mother of pearl. I don't know, some sparkly thing.
And at this point, he puts his foot down and turns his complete and undivided full attention to you. He begins walking towards you, looking at your face, at your shoulders, at the way you're standing. He's closing ranks on her quickly.
I'll intervene.
How so?
Step in front of her.
Oh, you break his line of sight, and he goes, "Oh, that was rude. Move aside. I'm doing an inventory."
All right. You were just kind of looking a little aggressive there.
Oh, no, not at all.
He was
step
looking
back.
a little acquisitive.
I'll step back, but keep an eye on it.
All right. He, let me have one of those die that you keep fondling over there. Yeah, these are like bricks, dude. How do you throw these up all night long?
Says the
Dungeon
person who
Master
doesn't have a
9000.
die.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. He gets within a foot of her, and he's looking you over just all quizzical-like. I mean, he's looking as though he's trying to find out how or where you had a hole drilled into the side of your head. How many things?
3.
Really? Oh, my. Huh. That's interesting.
Why?
Oh, it just is. It's more than 2.
That is more than 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how numbers
It's a
work.
3.
Yeah.
It's a magic number.
Okay. So how's that going to work out for you?
What do you mean?
Weren't you looking for something, somebody, some lady a long time ago, something like that? I heard rumors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? How's that all going to work out for you then?
What do you mean?
Well, how's it going to work out for you?
When you're not immortal anymore, what happens to you?
Well, we don't know how it's going to work out because we haven't found her yet.
I have no idea.
Right. but-
Rosalind, right?
is that her name?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Rosalind. Right. Didn't have a name yet. Nice.
Okay.
So how does that work out for you?
I'm not sure what you're
We
asking.
won't know until we find her and make her break the curse.
Oh. What happens then? I mean, if you're not fully alive, are you going to die?
What do you mean I'm not fully alive?
Well, you're fully alive now, obviously.
What happens when the curse is broken? Does that mean you die because you outlived your lifespan?
I don't know. I've never broken the curse before.
Well, obviously.
Oh, I guess we'd find out when we find Rosalind.
Will I die?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Don't look at me.
So
This is way beyond me. My mind's been blown so many times in the last few days.
Can I have you sign your name for me?
On what?
Just anything, a napkin, a piece of paper. I'm just want to know if you can do it.
Okay.
Here, I can. And he reaches in for his pen, pulls out a sword, and stabs her in the neck.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Certainly. He reaches into his pocket for his pen, pulls out a sword, and stabs her through the neck with it.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm going to give you a chance to dodge.
As we freak out.
Okay.
I'm going to try to dodge.
All righty. It's just one of those where you're like, yeah, let me get a...
Oh, what am I rolling on?
agility.
Agility?
Yes, agility.
And fork.
It's a 10.
She goes... Bleh.
There's actually a dodging.
Yep, there's a dodge up at the top.
Oh my goodness!
It's the DO under agility.
So what you get determines how many he takes off his attack roll.
70 on a 10.
That is a green.
Yes.
So he's going to take 2 column shifts off his attack roll.
Very nice. Okay. He does not split your throat in half.
He just stabs you in the neck affectionately.
Yes, he just stabbed. It's just not like "Brrr," and you're gushing blood. And he, you moved appropriately, and he cuts across the front of your neck, missing both the jugular and the carotid artery. And it becomes, because you swerve out of the way, it becomes less of a full stab, and you kind of maneuver around his blade.
What did you do that for? Am
I take it we're
No,
in
we're-
rounds
we're-
at this point.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
are you going to wait for her to go,
Excuse me.
what was that about? And let him stab her again? Okay, so declared actions.
Just attack. Drop into dragon form and attack. Claw.
I'm going to light him up with control hard radiation, so he is
So we all
so
get,
he is so radioactive. I can track him at range with a Geiger counter like a whale.
Nice.
so we all get cancer now. You get cancer. You get cancer.
just him.
Just
We
him
all
for the
get
moment.
cancer. Yeah.
I'm gonna come in with a electro punch.
Nice. And do you have a declared action? Are you going to stand there and wonder and go, "What was that about?" As you were just about to do a moment ago?
I think I'm going to be in shock for a moment.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
Alrighty. Let's roll initiative.
All right, Josh, you got the highest, so D10 plus.
3 plus 5, so 7.
That's
8,
8,
sir.
Oh,
New
hey.
math. New math.
New
It's apparently a
math.
little bit late. He's at a 12.
Oh, he wins.
Alrighty. What was your soliloquy?
What was that for?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You go, what was that for? And he goes to stab you again.
He wants to see if you're immortal, if he can stab you to death or not.
He goes, can I use
This is a really nice die. I like this die.
Oh,
Can I
shut up with a die.
Can I attempt telekinesis first?
No, you get to go after.
Ah, crud.
You wanted a soliloquy.
I guess. I didn't know that was a thing.
It is.
He stabs you in the neck. The sword goes right through her neck, and when it comes out the other side, it splits in two and kind of coils around the back of her neck, and he lets the sword go. You're attacking.
Yeah. This is claw attack.
Alrighty, roll here. You need this back?
No, I'll use the
Oh,
other
use
set.
the other one. John, give me a roll for your hard radiation. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, there you go. And give me a roll for the electro punch.
All right.
40.
99.
Ow!
That's a white on the.
On the hard radiation?
I just start glowing.
Okay.
42 and a 40. It's a green.
Alrighty. Are you biting him or clawing him?
Claw.
Okay.
Question for you.
Yes.
Since I'm punching him, that's a blunt attack, but it's also doing energy. Which one is it rolled under?
Which one benefits you more?
The energy.
Then go ahead and use that one.
Okay, that's a kill.
Nice. Nice.
So I need to roll
Where are you punching him, by the way?
just
In the
in the
brain.
face,
In the chest? In the
yeah, just
pick one.
In the
just right in
Jimmy.
the chest.
Okay.
Jimmy.
Of course, this assumes it does any damage whatsoever.
What's your...
It does 20 points of physical and 40 points of electrical.
Nice.
So not 60, it does 20 and 40.
Right. Okay. What's your strength damage for your claw?
40.
Alrighty.
And if that does damage, he needs to roll his endurance on the killed column.
Correct. So I will need the other die.
No, not quite.
Thank you, sir.
Hilt.
At least you just have a good... You're right. They've got a good feel.
Whatever.
in it.
You're making so much noise. I can't
I
take
love
your
it.
shit.
Oh, now you know how it... When he's just sitting here doing this one.
Rattle, rattle,
love
rattle, thunder clatter.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't worry.
Wow.
Hey, I'm being
We've
stabbed
been
in the neck right
we've
now.
been
You know what?
brainwashed
If you
for
could
the
be a
last
little more
30
quiet
years.
over there, it'd be awesome.
These jingles are taking up room in our
Don't
memories
worry,
that would
those
otherwise
turns,
be
man.
used to remember our loved ones' names.
Oh, now I'm sad. Okay. You claw him across the face. Half of his head just like, I mean, there's face and cheek and tendon and part of his jaw comes off and just you catch an eyeball and it
Yeah.
ickers and just liquidy runs down the face. You step up and punch him right in the middle of the chest. There's, as his chest caves in, a searing hole is left in its wake, and it just it smells like burned hair and maybe burned dog.
Oh.
What?
His suit looks just ruined. It's not a good thing. Mm-hmm. He drops almost to one knee as the leathery wings unfurl behind him, and they just sort of flop to the floor.
Question. What is Carl the rabbit doing now?
Probably cowering in fear.
Carl goes, he looks left, picks up the remote.
The Itchy and Scratchy Show.
And he's just like, oh, okay, I want none of that.
They have free cable.
And he's just
Thanks.
he starts channel surfing.
We roll pretty hard.
Okay. The manager looks down at the pavement and says, oh, ow. Well, I'm dead now. You, Lumen, fall forward to both your knees. You cannot breathe.
Okay. Oh, can't breathe. Okay. So.
You can't breathe.
Mm-mm.
And then the sword is like curled in the back.
Yeah.
How the hell do I get that out?
I don't know.
I have a plan.
Uh-oh. All right. We're on round 2.
Round
Yes.
2.
What's your declared action, Galvanic?
I'm going to go to Lumen, and I'm going to attempt a power stunt.
Uh-oh.
You
All right.
can't squeegee a sword out of my throat.
Out of your neck.
No, I cannot.
What are you going to do there, Leviathan?
Trying to take the rest of his head off his shoulders.
Woo! What are you going to do there, CSG?
I'm going to make his cadaver radioactive because I have a feeling this isn't the end of it.
Radioactive.
And this is where zombies came from.
Wait.
I know, right? This is the thing.
Do you really want that on your karma?
I already declared. And he's not a human. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
demon.
Fair
Demons are people.
Oh, that's demonist.
That's true.
It
racist.
is.
It
It
really
is.
is
It's
just
racist. It's just racist. I probably shouldn't have gone with demonist. That sounded a little... Sounded almost a little too haughty-taughty. Don't do what John does. Don't do what John does. I see she's getting all comfortable. She's like, yeah. You're going to be dead in a minute anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no. We'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
everybody's just, I know it's late. We're going to do that. All right. Woohoo. Roll your initiative.
I don't even know if I'm recovered
I rolled
from
mine.
last weekend.
11.
Nice.
Rolled a 9 plus a 5, 14.
Damn. All right, you guys get to go first. Well, you walk over to Lumen, and what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
I'm going to spend 100 karma to make a power stunt.
Okay, what's your power stunt?
I'm going to use my electrical control and regeneration to try to
Resuscitate.
regenerate her.
Around the sword.
I'm going to rip the sword from her neck,
Hope
and then
that-
I'm going to power stunt.
Well, we'll have
Okay,
to do one
it's-
thing at a time.
It's curled in the back, so are you gonna just...
Well, I'd probably
That'll-
pull it through the other.
No, just like a lawnmower, man.
break
just
it.
pull it off. Come on.
Yeah,
Just
because I can
like
easily
you're
just
starting
grab
a
a
lawnmower,
sword and go.
I had to like slam you from the top to get you to like bleed a little bit.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm physically strong enough to grab a sword and break it in half.
Now with an attitude like that, you wuss.
Exactly.
Right?
Maybe you should get martial supremacy.
Stronger than a
You're,
This is a rough crowd.
you're
I
not.
know, right?
You're not Twinkie enough. That's what you
It's
just said.
3,000 plus 40 times your starting rank. I don't have that much karma.
No.
Yeah, right?
I have that written down because I already know what power I want to get next. Anyway, so
All right.
I'm going to just pull the sword through, which is going to suck a lot.
The handle through, or the blades through?
Well, the blades are
Yes.
so handle,
Handle. All right.
and then I'm going to immediately try to power stun.
All right. That sounds freaking nominal. All right. Young lady, what I need you to do is I need you to make an endurance feat.
to try to keep your head on.
And you're at -3 column shifts from your endurance.
Oh no.
To stay to be conscious when he grabs the sword.
Oh, this isn't even after?
Oh no, this isn't. You haven't even started yanking yet. You're like, let me line this up, and she's like,
So if I was at a 30,
Then you subtract
Uh-huh.
3. 1, 2, 3.
6.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
You're at a 6.
Okay.
You need a red to have all of your faculties about you.
You can do.
You need
it.
a yellow to be sort of like out of it and like you're in and out. You need a green to stay conscious. Karma. You don't have to spend karma for this
I
yet,
didn't say anything. No.
but you can if you want.
No, don't be a wuss.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna spend some karma.
There you go.
There it is. That's 10 right there. Doesn't it feel good?
There's a dirt.
No.
Oh, it feels
She's
great.
like, no.
There's
Sword
a
to the
sword.
neck, no
there's
problem.
a sword in your neck, man.
Just dirt in my neck, man.
I want to re-roll that since my glasses hit
No,
my
no, I'm
glasses.
sorry. I believe it's...
What'd you get?
Loser.
A 6.
What do you need? What's a red?
98.
So you spend
Yeah.
92
102.
plus the 10, 102 karma.
Spend
Or you
102
could-
karma.
Or you could spend less than that to get
Just a yellow.
to get to a green or
Or
Go big or
green.
go home, you
Yeah, I'm
wuss.
just gonna spend all of what I need.
110. 112?
110.
110.
102 because you're
102. Yeah, 102. Don't listen to me.
no.
It's 102. You got a pencil right there. Right
Yeah.
there, right there.
I have one right here.
Right there. Or right there.
I have one right here.
One over here.
Okay.
One over there. One over here. One over there.
So that's a red.
All right. He's going to grab the back of the sword by the back of your neck and pull the hilt and handle of the sword through your neck
I
and
didn't
out
realize
the
it
other
had
side.
Nice.
Hilt. I thought it was like a straight, like a
You thought it was a knife
Like a-
without a hilt? What do you
like
think?
a handle with a blade sword, not
Oh.
a.
Like, what kind of sword is this?
Magical one that
Is
he's
it
going
a
to
claymore?
No, it's just a sword.
It's a magical
Yeesh.
one.
And
Curly-
it's
with
it's,
curly Q
it's,
ends.
it's hilt is only what's that?
Uh,
3-4 inches?
3.
3 inches? Sure.
Oh, that's nothing to pull through.
Through
that.
someone's
The way I
neck.
look at it is this: pulling it out is not going to do any more damage than the sword hitting you would do anyway.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right? Are you going to twist it while you're pulling it through?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Just
that-
asking.
That way it doesn't have the internal body suction, and you can just twist it. And it'll
What the
go
hell
out.
did you just say?
Yeah.
You just made that up.
No, it's true.
Internal
your
body
has,
suction. What are you just pulled that out of your backside?
No, that is something
that it-
you have to do.
All right, so
Whatever,
you're pulling
John.
a sword
Yeah,
out of
it's
my...
really going to suck. I'll actually say this is really going to suck.
Okay.
I really hope we don't just accidentally kill you right now.
I think
That's
we're
the
on
idea.
we're on purpose trying to kill her. I think it's because she took the gem.
Look at his face.
You're not going to get it if I'm dead.
Well, no. I'll figure some way out.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
As the only surviving knight in your court, I will become
Radioactive,
possession.
radioactive.
Go ahead.
So, do you want to roll on blunt attack or on edged attack?
it would make more sense to roll on edged attack, I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
All righty, let's do that.
Hi. What do I need? 'Cause
Hi.
I'm thinking about karma, but I need to know what's going on here.
I thought you would roll like without it, and we'll see what your result is.
No.
Okay.
This is a heroic moment.
Have you read the results?
Of what?
The columns
Edge
Of
attack.
edged?
in an edged attack. What are they? What happens if you get a green or a
Miss,
white?
hit-
You miss.
Hit, stun, and kill.
Okay. So are
Yeah.
you trying to kill her?
Well, obviously not.
Then you don't want to roll into red.
Can I spend negative karma?
No, you could perhaps stun her if you pulled a yellow out.
All right.
You don't want to roll a white because then you didn't pull it all the way out.
Oh, fantastic.
So you could literally just go, oh, it's not out yet. I got to
the
do
thing
this
is,
again.
Even if I rolled kill, that doesn't mean you're dead. What that means is then you roll
Right,
on the kill
I'm
table
immortal.
that you know of. Okay.
Right. And right now her endurance is typical 6.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Here we go.
Alrighty.
68 on an excellent is a green.
Woohoo! And what's the green result under edged attack?
Hit.
Hit. Excellent. That's just what we were. Did you want to pump that up to a red with karma? No,
I'm
no.
good. You
didn't
said
wanna-
don't spend karma.
I know, right? I was like, we could pump
Hey,
that up, and
I'll,
we could.
I'll spend karma for him.
Oh, you're going to spend karma for him? Okay.
My gem.
I'm going to kill you.
You
How
are,
did I kill you
you,
first?
you were at -2 column shifts. Roll endurance. Okay.
And this isn't even like my real action. This was just me grabbing it and pulling. The real action is the.
It's going to be the berserk that comes out. Now, you're -2 column shifts from where you were, so you were at typical.
Uh-huh.
What does that look?
Did you forget to spend karma?
What is wrong with you? You want to die. That's what I can see.
Mother of pearl. If I die, I'm not coming back.
Okay, what
Yeah,
do you?
it's okay.
What'd you roll on
It's okay.
on
death
feeble?
isn't-
I'm not on feeble.
Because you went 2 column shifts down from typical, where you
Two
were.
more?
2 more, yes.
Oh, mother of pearl.
It doesn't matter if you rolled a 9, which is I think what you said.
I rolled a 9.
It wouldn't matter what your rank was.
Well,
unless you
until
were
she
up
gets
in
to class
shift Y.
1000. No, wait a minute.
Shift Y.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shift Y. Yeah, do you have Shift Y endurance?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Jade's life force begins to pump out through the open hole. Just blart, blart, blart.
Yep.
All right, John. Jay.
I am going to.
Or John, Josh. Let's
All right.
roll to hard radiation and roll to attack him.
92.
Not good.
He's all okay. The pulse of hard radiation, and as you go into claw him, you're like, "Whoa!"
I'm just going to burn one thumbprint into him. That's highly radioactive.
I lied because I can't read. 87.
Okay.
So that's a yellow.
Yeah, I can't read
Okay.
either. I rolled like a 99.
You burn that. How much damage do you do?
Well, it's
All of it.
it's control hard radiation, so it's not technically damage.
Oh, good point.
So it's level 8 power.
Alrighty.
Good, but
You will be able to tag him though. Very nice.
My intent is not to do damage. My intent is to
Cause
be
cancer.
able to track his corpse.
Nice. Alrighty, and you're hitting him for what?
I rolled an 87 on a 40, which
Uh-huh.
I think is a yellow still.
So you're 40ing him.
Yeah, I tried to take the head off his
yellow.
shoulders.
Okay.
He still hasn't said anything.
You pull off his jaw. His teeth go skittering across the floor. Several of them bounce off of Lumen as she falls face forward onto the pavement.
I thought she was laying down already.
I was
Oh
on my
no, you
knees.
were behind her.
Oh, she was still standing?
I was on
Yeah.
my knees.
I thought you went, "Ugh."
No, I think I went down to my knees. Yeah.
She went down to her knees and you were like, "I got this." And you had chunk and she just boom face down. You're like,
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
all part of the plan.
she goes down into a puddle of just.
Yep.
Oh my goodness!
I want you to roll percentiles. Don't spend. It's not a spend karma where this is not a pass a feat. I need you to roll for me.
Oh, no.
You're fine. You got this.
You're dead.
93.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There
that's
you
a
go.
really good roll.
Yeah.
Okay. You fall forward, your face smacking the pavement, and you're not in the room anymore. You are in a dark, misted corridor. There could be trees. That could be hillside. That could be mountain. And you feel the line to your curse. It is very thin. It is very tenuous. And it goes that direction, wherever that is.
He's waving his arm about in a hula girl kind of way.
Okay.
You can follow it if you'd like. Yeah.
Why would I follow it?
I don't know. It's the only line you have as an attachment to anything else.
Why wouldn't you follow it?
You'll be able to find the person who cursed you, maybe.
Maybe I die. Maybe I get too far away.
Maybe you do.
Maybe I'm going into the light.
Maybe.
Maybe you do. Maybe
Is there
you don't.
light?
Maybe you are. No, there's no light. It's
Oh,
all
there you
dark
go.
and
So no
misty.
light.
and-
That just means
yeah,
you're
you're not
going-
you're not going in a line.
Seventh
think-
circle of hell. Worst
I
case
feel
scenario.
like this line is tricking me to move away from my body.
Okay.
Okay.
You could use this old occult technique called looking.
Papa squat. Indian style.
It's dark and misty.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? Going
Maybe.
forward?
You could find what
Die?
what the other end of this. Of
And
this
it's
tether
not
is.
the line is pointed in a bunch of different directions. It doesn't matter what direction. It goes that way, whatever that way is.
Yeah.
It's like one direction. It's not
an arbitrary direction.
right,
Yeah,
an
yeah,
arbitrary
no,
direction.
I get that. I get that.
Down the path.
Not the boy band.
Yeah.
It's nothing without Zane.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a pretty good solo
And
career.
yet he knocks My Little Pony. I don't understand.
My Little Pony and Friends.
I'm just joking.
You're not.
No, I'm totally serious.
Lies.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's your thingy.
So what are you doing? Make a decision. Where
What are
we
you gonna
going?
do?
I don't I don't think I'm going to follow it.
Okay.
All right, take it. Pop squat.
You sit there, or you sit down.
Sure.
You have this. I'm not going to follow it. You are seated.
Yeah.
Like you're like, hey, I'm gonna not follow it, and you're sitting there.
Yeah.
And you sense the life force leaving your body. You are dying. You don't have to move.
Okay.
You feel the life force, the line to your curse pulling tight and pulling taut, and you instinctively like, oh, wait a minute. I've had this as part of me for so long that you reach up and grab the line, not knowing if it's going to pull you along with it or if it's going to snap and send you somewhere else. And you feel in the line, it's been, you run it between your fingers, it's been partitioned in 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. There's 3 like dividers in the middle of it.
Okay.
Like a woven rope.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Or someone has taken a comb and gone, okay, well, we're going to split this in half, then we're going to split it in half a second time, and then we're going to split it in half a third time. Give me your roll for your regenerative, give me your feat. Are you spending karma?
Yes.
Alrighty.
And 100 for the power stunt.
Okay.
Electrical control. Martha.
Okay, here we go.
Martha.
Come on, Martha.
And I need a red. That's 70 for that, plus the 100. 170. And I'm assuming it'll just be a case like as long as I hold it on her, she regenerates like I would, kind of a thing.
You're electro-stimulating her.
Yep. You regenerate 1.5 points per turn. So you immediately recover 1.5 points. You can say 1 point, the next round you'll regenerate 2 points. Apparently that 1 point, then 2 points. That is 30 times faster than a normal person.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. You feel the cord tighten as though it's trying to pull you, and suddenly you are rocketed in some random other direction. Just you spin off into the universe and cough blood to the floor in front of you.
Oh.
You have someone's hands on the back of your neck. You try to like get up and that person is holding you down.
Am I back?
What? I didn't hear.
What'd she
Am I
say?
back? Is that like...
Oh, is she?
That's what she just. You hear her say, "Am I back?"
Yes. Don't move. Don't talk. Just lay there. In between me going,
Just don't pull on it. Don't pull on the head.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just don't tug on her head.
Yeah.
Make sure her head stays connected to her body.
right.
Okay, the wound begins to heal nicely.
Yep.
What's happening with
He has fallen to both knees and wrapped himself up in his wings. Are you slashing him again?
Don't you guys want to know why he stabbed me in the throat?
Not really.
He's a demon. Nah, I'm good. Keep going.
All right. Well, I'm sure. Why not? I'm still cognizant, and I haven't.
He'll probably just come back, and then I can ask him.
I will snarl at him. What did you do that for?
And you hear in a just guttural, nasty, don't have enough jaw, I needed to see if he can die.
Already.
Well,
declared
now
my
we
action. I'm still gonna
now
slap.
we know.
I'm not supposed to talk. But why? Why did he need to see me die?
Yeah, you hear her go, what? Shh, don't talk. She's all, you can tell she's full of questions. She's just brimming with like, what?
Nobody wants to know why.
He needed.
What's your health?
Well, you never actually.
I understand
told
that. I want to know what her health total is. I got a plan in my head.
60.
FASE.
That is not
Okay.
that good.
That is not that good. But
The good
30,
news
30
is that you'll-
points, how often? 30 times faster than normal, 1
Yeah.
point around?
What
The
one
good news
point,
is
then
you'll be
2
able
points,
to-
then 1 point, then 2
You'll be able to
points.
heal really fast.
Yeah,
So-
you'll heal back up in no time.
In like 20 rounds, which is like, what did we determine? 6
seconds?
So in 2 minutes, you're fully healed.
Yeah, 2 minutes, you're fully healed. The manager during that time folds his wings back and picks his jaw up and sticks it back in his head. You're healed.
Okay.
All right, she's better now.
I got better.
I got better.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. I got better.
No, you're dead.
Yeah.
The demon holds his steps, stands up. His suit has been wrecked. One eye is gone. His jaw doesn't quite hook on right. His throat is near torn out. He reaches his hand out, and the sword slides across the floor and hops into his hand, and it's a clicky pen. He tucks it back in his
Hey, why
suit.
didn't you try that?
It looks it looks
You
like
can talk now, by the way.
I
one
know.
shoulder doesn't work right.
It's like Gavin Rossdale from the movie Constantine. I like it.
Yes.
So he's starting to stand back up.
Oh yeah.
I'm running and punching him, just uppercut right to the fucking face.
Oh, you said the.
There's our
There's-
bleep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. I understand
By the
that
way,
completely.
you let one slip by in a podcast a couple of podcasts ago.
Did I?
Oh, yes.
What the F?
Whoops, sorry.
And it happened, and then afterwards some people go, oh, well, there's a beep. And I was like, no, there wasn't.
Damn it, Scott.
Darn it. All right, well, I'm going to
I
have
think
to.
it was you.
Let me. No, you cannot have two.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
F and A, man.
Did you say
Alright.
flock?
What?
You said flock.
Flocka, flocka.
That's like Waka Waka. Where are we? We're 105. 105.
Now that you're better.
Edit.
Boom.
Okay, that's good. All right, from there, give me a roll to
Yep.
hit.
It's been a long road.
89.
Edit it again.
Man, I am on it.
Plot. You hit him, and he goes back down to hands and knees.
We invite you to our house, and you attack our queen.
Jam my queen, but I'm still going to slash.
Are you going to slash him again?
I declared it? Yes.
All right, roll.
63 and a 40. That's at least a green.
Okay. You slash him again. He goes face down.
That is yellow.
It's yellow. Ooh, no. It's like the
What are you two doing?
Can't decide if I'm actually done because I don't know if I want to kill a dude, even if he is a demon.
It's your turn.
What's your declared action?
That was my punishment.
Oh,
I'm backing off.
He's a demon. I'm going to try to put my claw through the back of his rib cage and rip out his heart.
Nice.
Wow.
He's probably just going to come back, so it's just...
Well, that's what I figure too, but
It's been a long road.
I have no idea what he said.
What?
so-
Are you going to stop him from clawing him long enough to hear what he has to say?
Yeah, hold on a second. What? Why? Why did you do that?
I need to know.
Why?
I don't stop.
Okay, roll to hit.
I hate demons. Did not hit 30.
He claws into the concrete.
That'll be you next time. Now, why?
To see what the wild took from you.
What did he take?
Your life.
How do you do that? Is
He said he
immortality.
wanted a portion of her immortality. She gave him 3 parts.
The demon goes.
Go ahead and what? Kill
Kill
you?
him is what he said. Go ahead and kill me.
What you doing, big guy?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you jerk.
Yes.
It means he's trapped
just-
in the vessel.
Do you know much, manager? Do you know much about marine biology?
No.
Well, something that is just a normal piece of technology is to track whales by means of radioactive dye, like the fingerprint that I just burned into your flesh. It will fade eventually, and it probably won't do anything to your metabolism that is of a problem to you, but we'll be able to find you for a while if you cross us like that again.
What's Levi's strength?
40. No, not strength. 30.
Okay. I'm going to say grab him, and I'm going to go open up my door and point for you to chuck him out the door.
Yeah, whatever. Grab him by the neck. Hold him up.
Okay.
if that's fine.
Oh yeah, you pick him up, and he's like, "Remember, we're here to serve you," and he throws you out, and he gets thrown out into the street.
Slam the door.
Sure.
That's littering.
Okay.
I was dying.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, it was
I couldn't heal
unfortunate.
you with a sword through your neck.
You got a point.
So
The sword did too.
what? So are you immortal? What did you see?
There was a line, like a rope. I don't know. It was confusing.
But you were dying? Is that what, so
I
you're
was-
not immortal anymore? You're a real girl?
I felt like I was dying, but there was something pulling.
Polling? Pole?
What?
Interesting.
Well, the Greeks and stuff thought that everybody had like a lifeline ethereally or something.
So do the Hindus, the red line.
And if you died, it was a god snipping the line or something.
Atropos, one of the fates.
Right.
So is your curse broken then? Because are you mortal now?
I don't think so. It was still there.
Okay, so then you're only partially immortal, partially dead. Okay.
But now if my curse is broken, I think I die.
You okay with that?
Not entirely.
Well, we should probably reassess our decisions in life then. When were you born?
Like the 1700s.
Yeah, you'd probably be dead. Yeah, like
Yeah.
D-E-E-D, dead.
Capital D.
Yeah, dead.
Dead.
Immortality's not bad then. When you put it like that, I guess.
And looking shaken, looking perhaps unsure for the first time in several hundred years, Lumen walks slowly to her Airstream, opens the door, steps inside, and closes the door behind her, wanting some solace in the surroundings that are most familiar to her. And that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott. We thank you all for listening to us. We thank you all for thinking about your own mortality for a few moments. And we thank you for listening. As always, you'll hear from us. Listen.
Bye.
Wait, where's the bunny? Oh, no.
No. Bye.
And that's it tonight for us on the Gaming with Scott podcast. You can always send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com or catch us on Twitter. John Garlick is at JPGarlic. Josh Jackson is at ActionJack853. Jay Payne is at StupidPuppyGames. Jay Duguay is at @1_nerdy_mama. And Rico is at R1C0. Or me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media production. Remember, be the superhero you always wanted to see in the world. And as always, you'll be hearing from us real soon.